whole side of the car, took the mirror off, and his head hit the windshield.
Wow. I don't know.
I never had. Have you ever had that happen?
Actually, yes. We
That
had a
is
deer
so freaky.
jump onto our truck.
Why do they do that?
And it really freaked me out because I thought she was dead. You know, when I called 911.
Over a deer?
And they said, is everyone all right? And I said, of course not. The deer is not okay.
Does the 911
What's wrong with these
operator
people?
laugh?
Yeah, well, she was really kind of grouchy with me about that.
Okay.
Yeah. The deer actually was okay. She was just stunned. She got up. Truck was okay. Deer was okay. We were probably more shook up than anybody. So.
Well, I know my daughter hit a deer, and the car was not okay. It went right through the radiator.
Oh gosh, yeah.
It was nasty.
Yep.
Yeah. We have that happen quite a bit around here.
Tales of farm life.
A lot of insurance company around here knows what's going on right in November when the deer hunting season goes on, and everybody goes nuts, and not just the deer.
Right.
That's a scary thing, though. I don't like it. I don't.
Well, we don't like it either.
If you see a short woman out picketing deer, that will be Deb.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I'll have a sign.
The
No
sign,
deer
no
crossing.
deer- no
deer
Yes,
crossing,
No deer
yeah.
crossing.
Yeah.
Yes, I didn't like that at all, and it made me feel bad for the deer. But it ran away, so Steve
Yeah.
thought it was okay. But anyway, we digress. So I have a little talking about seeing deer. When I was little, my mother grew up on a farm, and with 12 brothers and sisters. And we used to go to Pennsylvania every year to visit the ones that stayed in Pennsylvania. And when I just was learning how to drive, we used to always go, I mean, from the time I was little, we used to go up in the mountains with a big flashlight and find deer. And we'd go, oh, you know, I mean,
Oh, yeah.
that's so cool. You know, there's their shiny eyes. And so I was learning how to drive, and my Uncle John says, do you want to drive his Rambler? And I said, yeah. So we go up there in these little mountain roads, and I said to him, Uncle John, is this one way?
Steady girl, steady girl.
And he laughed. No, it's not, he said. And then for the next 20 years, I heard, is this one way? Is this one way? But it was
sure
funny.
Uncle John really enjoyed that.
Yes. Everybody made fun of me for that one.
Uh.
But that's okay. I deserved it. That was kind of silly. So, dads. Let's talk about dads a little bit. Your dad was good. My dad was really cool, too. Things have changed a lot since
Well, they
we
have.
were little.
Yeah.
Even the family capsule is
The unit,
different.
yeah.
Yes, it's just different. There are, this is interesting, 24.7 million fathers who are part of a married couple with families and children younger than 18. 24.7 million in the world.
That's a lot of dads.
That's a lot of dads. No wonder there's Father's Day.
Keep the TV turned down.
Yeah. Yes. In the United States, there's 70.1 million.
I'm just thinking about the women that made those dads dads.
Well, how can that be if there's 70.1 million in the U.S.? How can there be 24 point? That doesn't make any sense.
There's not that many dads in the rest of the world?
I wrote that right down from the internet. It must be
It
true.
must be true.
I'm going to have to look at that. I know why the statistics are based on different things. The world is married couple families with children living at home under 18.
Okay.
The U.S. is just dads in general.
Okay.
There's a lot of them.
We're not very careful here in America, apparently.
No. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Say no more. Say no more. Gotcha. Father's Day is a celebration honoring fathers, and celebrating fatherhood, paternal bonds, and the influence of fathers in society. Many countries celebrate it on the third Sunday of June. Did you know that?
I did not know that. I thought
I
that was an
didn't-
American holiday.
So did I. And it is, in 1910 was the first time that it was celebrated at the YMCA in Arkansas.
So it started here, but it celebrated other places in the world. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Pretty interesting. How about Mother's Day?
It is. I don't know.
Do we know about Mother's Day?
That would be a good thing to find out.
Yeah.
I didn't look at Mother's Day. It's like in 12 different countries.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. In 1957, Maine Senator Margaret Chase Smith, we all know who she is, wrote a proposal accusing Congress of ignoring fathers for 40 years while honoring mothers.
Ooh. She was ahead of her time, wasn't she?
Yes. In 1966, so 9 years later, President Lyndon B. Johnson issued the first presidential proclamation honoring fathers, designating the third Sunday in June as Father's Day. 6 years later, so now we're talking. Wow, I had no idea. So 1972, it was made a permanent holiday when President Richard Nixon signed it into law.
It's a fairly new holiday.
It is. It's kind of amazing, isn't it? They tried in 1911, in 1912, in 1915, and they weren't really successful until making it a permanent national holiday in 1972.
It was nice that Tricky Dicky did that.
Yeah, well, that's one thing he did. I'm sorry. I shouldn't say that. He's dead. So that's very interesting, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah. So there we have it. I have to look at that other statistic, though. That's going to bother me. You know that.
Well, of course.
Yeah. Well, I should recover quickly, though.
Do you remember a lot of stories when people tell you about their fathers and all that?
Oh, here's all the.
Because I collect.
I remember
stories.
some.
Okay.
My friend Susan's father died when she was very young, and she has some delightful stories about him, and I do remember those. And I remember stories, of course, about all my uncles and all that. So, yeah, I have quite a plethora of father stories, I guess, and uncle stories. I had a lot of father figures.
Well, I just remember a lot of weird things about the people that in the last couple of months, that I've been talking to. You remember those cousin boys? What were they called?
Yes.
All right. Well, I think it was Chris that was telling me that his dad was in Taiwan doing something with kickboxing.
Yes, and he's in his mid-60s.
And I'm like, wow.
He's Buffster dude.
Buffster dude?
Yeah.
Okay. And about a year ago, I was talking to Doug Sharp. Millett Chiropractic and all that, Doug Sharp. And his dad, he was an Olympic star, and his dad and mom, took care of him. I was thinking, wow.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting.
And that's how Carrie and him met. I collect a lot of stories.
That's awesome.
Well, I got that story because I was over there doing their grapes. Paid me off in a story.
That's pretty cool.
Yes.
I liked it a lot.
So your dad worked on the farm with you.
He did. He was a mechanic. We actually rented a lot of our farmland out after my grandma died, and we kept a small plot that we farmed, and we canned our food, and so I grew up with all this homegrown, canned, wonderful food. The new stuff we're going back to now.
Yes.
Yeah.
That never should have gone away. My grandma and grandpa did that too, yeah.
So he had a job, and he worked on the farm with us, and we kind of didn't like summer vacation very much.
Oh, because that's
we
all
always
had
had
to
to
do
work
was
on
work.
the farm.
My husband had a similar upbringing. Yes.
Yeah, we liked to go to school. School was great. You could
Because he
sleep
got
on the
away.
bus, and yeah.
It was kind of a relaxing
It kind
thing.
of was. Yeah. But when you came home, you had chores.
Right.
So. Yeah.
But you had that little 8-hour break there.
Right.
10 if you rode the bus.
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly.
See, and my life was so totally different. Although in the summertime, my grandpa and grandma watched all of us cousins, and they were the farmers
Oh, yeah.
that relocated to the city, but they had a great big lot, and they always farmed. And so all of us, gardened. And so all of us kids learned how to garden very young. Cool. And they all canned, and we'd go back to Pennsylvania and pick huckleberries and stuff, and they'd make huckleberries and grape and jelly and cherry jam.
So did you had some country cousins?
I did, yes.
Did they give you guys a hard time? Because when our city cousins would come,
they were a lot older than us.
Yeah, we'd do farm stuff to them sometimes. It just isn't nice. It just wasn't nice. Yeah. No. We would tell them, silly farm stories about,
and they believed it.
Pig duty and yeah. Well,
pig duty as in duty, or
that kind
or taking care of them.
The pig duty. Yeah. Like it makes your feet grow. It does if you take your shoes off.
It's good for your toenails.
It's awesome. Yeah, so they off the shoes would come.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's so funny.
And we would just laugh because it was,
We did the same thing with cow pies.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's funny. Mm-hmm. Wow.
But mean. It was mean.
It was meant to, have you guys have cow pie between your toes.
That's pretty weird. Look at all these countries have Father's Day.
That's pretty cool.
On the same day as us. Ooh. Oh my, it's already a half an hour.
Oh my.
So when we come back from our break, we're going to be talking about your book, my friend.
Awesome.
And we'll talk a little bit more about dads. And don't forget, if you have dad stories, call in 989-402-5414. You're listening to the Divalution Show. Take a break. That's what we're going to do.
The Divas are going to refill their wine glasses. The Divalution Show will be right back.
The Divalution Show just celebrated its 1-year anniversary. The show currently has over 6,000 downloads and growing every day. The Divalution Show is broadcasted live on W4Divas.com and thedevolution.com from our studio every Tuesday night at 7 o'clock. The shows are all available for download on iTunes, iHeart, and Spreaker. If you would like to join us or become an advertiser, please call 989-402-4627.
Standby Appliance, located at 408 Columbus Avenue. They carry most major brands, install and service all of their sales. They're hometown owned and operated and have been in business for over 65 years. 989-893-4676 or visit them at standbyappliance.com. For a financial planner, call Nate Brown with Brown Financial. He's a comprehensive fee-only planning service specializing in retirement, estate, wealth, tax, college, and Social Security planning. He also does active portfolio management, will review your IRA, 401k, and 403b rollovers.
Contact us at 989-493-2940 or visit our website at www.browncompfinancial.com. Ask about our Diva deal and get a free bottle of wine.
If you're looking for an artistic women's portraiture company where she can bring out the best in you, a side that you want other people to see, then you need to call Indigo Moon. Each setting is designed especially for you. The number is 989-708-6776, not the run-of-the-mill portraiture company. Indigo Moon. Call Chandra. For the best food in town, check out Heather's. It's made to order. They're located at 205 3rd Street. They're open for lunch and will deliver 989-402-1116 and extra special dinners on Friday and Saturday nights. They posted on Facebook.com/Heather's Restaurant. Wendell's Home and Design, making home design affordable. Located at 5260 East Pickard Street, Mount Pleasant. Call them at 989-772-2914.
This is Coach Charlie Cousins with Cousins Martial Arts. We offer classes from ages 2 to 12 for our kids, and we also offer adult classes. You can reach us at 989-297-8558 or on our website. That's cousinsmma.com, COSENSMMA.com. We have a 30-day free trial always in effect, and ask us about our Diva deal.
Let LC Makeup Artistry help you believe in your own beauty. Professional makeup artist and medical esthetician. She's an award winner for her airbrush makeup, skincare treatments, and hair removal. Call Laura at 989-493-2607 or visit her online at lcmakeupartistry.com.
Hi, this is Ashley from Two Men in a Truck Bay City. We are the movers who care. Give